What is up, everybody? Tegan here with High Point. Thanks again for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about solar filters with the annular solar eclipse coming up here in October of 2023 and the total solar eclipse in 2024. Now is the time to prepare. Now we are going to be hosting both of these events live on our YouTube channel, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe because you don't want to miss either of those awesome events. Now with that being said, let's talk about the differences between solar film filters and solar glass filters. Alright, so before we start this video, it is very important for you to know that you should never look at the sun through a telescope or a pair of binoculars without the proper filters and the proper guidance. If you have any questions, please let us know and we will be more than happy to assist. Alright, so now we can start talking about what an annular solar eclipse is and what a total solar eclipse is. Both are awesome to view through a solar filter. Both phenomena occur when the moon passes in front of the sun. During a total solar eclipse, the moon will completely cover the disk of the sun, but during an annular solar eclipse, the moon is at its maximum distance away from Earth, therefore it's not large enough to cover a sun, therefore you get a ring in the sky rather than total coverage. Take a look at this interactive map where you can see the path of the eclipse as well as your location to see if you lie within that path. You can find the link to this map in the description below. Okay, so as you saw before, I have a solar glass filter and here is a solar film filter. They both look vastly different and they produce vastly different results. Film solar filter will typically resolve sunspots and solar granules a bit better than all but the most expensive glass solar filters, especially at higher powers. Another difference is that solar film filters typically have coatings on both sides, but solar glass filters do not. Now this does make cleaning glass solar filters a little bit easier because you don't really have to worry about damaging the coatings. You have to be much more gentle with film filters so you don't puncture or poke a hole or even tear the film itself. Now these film filters aren't extremely fragile, but they are prone to holes, and once damaged, you can no longer use these safely. Generally speaking, film solar filters tend to be less expensive and lighter weight than solar glass filters, but they are both capable of producing some absolutely awesome images of the solar surface, and that is both through an eyepiece and a planetary camera. So if you like the sharpness of the film filter but you like the color of the glass filter, then you can always consider buying a yellow filter for your eyepiece or your camera and use in conjunction with a solar film filter. But at this point, color-wise, it comes down to personal preference. Having used both of these solar filters on the Celestron Nexstar 8SE, I have learned to love both of them. The glass solar filter does produce a very beautiful dark yellow orange hue to the sun that I really do enjoy, but the sharpness, the vibrance, and the contrast while using the film filter was pretty spectacular as well. To create these images, I used the Celestron Nexstar 8SE with a QHY 462 planetary camera and an Apertura dielectric diagonal for this SCT specifically. The clouds were rather intermittent that day, but I was able to capture a huge sunspot through both of these filters. I was actually able to see this sunspot with my naked eye as I held the solar filter just to the sun and looked through it. The sun is full of activity. We are reaching a solar maximum here, meaning there is a lot of action going on the surface of the sun. So now is a perfect time to grab one of these solar filters and really do some great solar viewing or solar photography. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions regarding either of these solar filters, please let us know. We do have an article in the description below that gives a bit more detail about these filters. Again, you can use both of these solar filters for the annular eclipse in 2023 and the total eclipse in 2024. Thank you so much, and clear skies.